From the grounds of Woodbury High School in Woodbury, New Jersey, Comcast Sports presents Youth League All-Star Basketball. Today, the Woodbury Summer League All-Stars host the Sonny Hill League All-Stars. Hello again, everyone. Rob Christ, along with my partner Mark Narducci. A special treat today, a doubleheader on tap as a pair of matchups featuring the Woodbury Summer League All-Stars taking on the Sonny Hill League All-Stars. First up will be the 5th and 6th grade teams squaring off, and that will be capped off with the junior team from the Sonny Hill All-Stars taking on a team of high school players from the Woodbury area. Let's throw it down to the floor with our own Mark Narducci, who has the commissioner of the Woodbury Summer Bowl Basketball League, Vic Brown. Mark.
All right, Rob, thank you very much. Vic Brown, you are a very busy guy. First of all, organizing this. We have to say this, for the Woodbury Summer League, this is the big fundraiser you have.
Yeah, for this year. Most times what we do, we have different sponsors and things. And the last couple of years, the business in Woodbury haven't really come through. So we came up with the idea, let's do some kind of a fundraiser like this. They used to have the police at first that said they would play against a team we got, and we tried to contact World Be Free from the Sixers. So everybody got a little scared, but we thought about Sonny Hill, and they hooked us up with Sonny Hill, and it's been a blessing to have them, want to come down and to help us raise the funds we need.
Tell us about how many people this league impacts. You have a lot of youngsters, mainly from the Woodbury area, playing in your summer league.
Yeah, we actually our kids' age range is from 7 years old to 18. Once they graduate high school, they can't play, but they can play all the way up till they graduate high school. We have around 70. It's anywhere from 70 to 80 kids from 13 to 17, and then we have between the 7-year-olds and 12-year-olds, 120 or better kids.
It's important, though, isn't it? Because in the summer, these youngsters have a lot of time, and it's very important that they have an activity like this.
Well, that's actually what got me to start this. I used to live in Virginia. I grew up here in Woodbury. I graduated from Woodbury High School. When I moved back here from Virginia, all I heard about was the kids, the police were complaining, they're chasing the kids all summer long, they're vandalizing stuff, this and that. That's where you got to give them something to do. And through some networking and all like that, we talked, and I was asked to start the Woodbury Summer Basketball League up again, and this is our 7th year.
Wow, and from late June to early August, so it really gives them something to go for. And the good thing is you play a couple nights a week, but you also play on Saturdays, so it really gives a lot of variety. Yeah,
what it does, too, is the reason we decided to play on Saturdays also, sometimes because we play at 6 o'clock and at 7 o'clock, because we want them at it, want them done by 8:30 so they can be home. Sometimes the parents can't get there to see them. Because they get out of work late on a night that the kid has a game. The kid feels bad. Well, you got Saturday morning. You come see him play.
Well, Vic, tremendous job you're doing. Good luck,
Thank
and I
you.
hope the 7th year is as successful as the previous 6. Vic Brown, the commissioner of the Woodbury Summer League. We'll be back for the action right after this timeout.
Welcome back to Woodbury High School. About to get underway, the Sonny Hill League All-Stars, 5th and 6th grade team to take on the Woodbury All-Stars. Sonny Hill in the royal with white numbers, and Woodbury in the white with black numbers. Should be exciting, Mark.
Rob, by the way, the officials, David Ferraby, Robert Nazario, and Ray Childs.
This is a great opportunity for us as broadcasters and here in the Gloucester County area to take a look at some of the future stars that we will probably be reading about in the Philadelphia region. Philadelphia, a hotbed for basketball.
Especially this young man, number 25, Brandon Austin at 6'1", and we're told it's his first year of organized basketball, and he's really taken the league and the teams that he's played on by storm, and he's done a tremendous job. So 6'1", and as a 6th grader, you would think there's a little more growing left in him, too.
Absolutely. Again, the head coach, Steve Denby, giving us a bit of some insight on that player specifically. And the assistant, Carl Jones, for Sonny Hill. You see jumping ball, Matt Peoples out of Holy Trinity. And Woodbury will control the tip. They will play 2 20-minute halves. And again, just a great opportunity to showcase their skills. And Woodbury up against a tremendous collection of talent here with the Sonny League All-Stars.
And there's Deron Kerry, a real quick backcourt guy for the Woodbury team. You saw a little bit about that, trying to take his man off the dribble.
Jump shot will not fall, and ripped down by Sonny Hill's Alexander Jones. Jones, the son of assistant coach Carl Jones. Looking to feed inside, nice little give and go on the baseline, and count it. Rashawn London.
Oh, nice give and go there that time by the Sonny Hill team. You know, you talk about being all-star game and everything like that, but these guys play together on travel teams. And Rob, right there, you could see that familiarity there.
Rashawn London plays his basketball at Holy Cross, not to be confused with the Burlington County Holy Cross, and he converts. Just watching these guys shooting free throws beforehand, Mark. Some fine technique. And frankly, shooting as well, if not better, than some of the other talent that we've seen throughout the year.
Wow, that foul that time was on the big 6'1" youngster, Austin, and Peoples will go to the foul line. Obviously, the Sonny Hill team has the size advantage in this. Pretty good quickness for this Woodbury team, so we'll see how they're able to counter that size. Hey, how about that form right there by Peoples?
Peoples, pure shooter, by far the biggest player actually on this Woodbury team currently on the floor. And he misses the second. 3-1, Sonny Hill. Sonny Hill, an up-tempo team that really likes to push the tempo, and you see it right there, turning the ball over. 3-1, Sonny Hill on top, and they're going to show press here early.
Well, the problem the Woodbury has is even some of the bigger guys on Sonny Hill, they handle the balls like guards. There's the first turnover for Woodbury.
And they'll break out, laid up and in. Sonny Hill will extend their lead after Clayton Wolf Jr. lays it in. Again, the press wreaking havoc. Sonny Hill, baseline, and there's a travel. Well, Downing found himself amongst the skyscrapers and took an extra step.
And this pressure by Sonny Hill obviously hurting the Woodbury team. We have it looked like a double turnover there.
And right now, the Woodbury coaching staff wants to call timeout and try to get this ship right. Tom Carter, your head coach, and Perry Coursey, the assistant for Woodbury. There you see Coursey on the left, played his basketball at Deptford High School, and remembered 20 years ago, Mark, you doing basketball.
Has it been that long?
Channel 5, along with our own Bob Schreier.
Well,
you were only 14 or 15 at the time, I'm sure.
This is a good timeout because obviously the Sonny Hill team has kind of rattled Woodbury with its pressure and its quickness. And again, as we're saying, the impressive thing about these youngsters at Sonny Hill is the tall guys like Austin, who's 6'1", Alexander Jones, who's 5'5", London, who has all 5 points at 5'6". These guys also have guard skills as well at this age.
The Sonny Hill League is a league that prides itself on the development of inner-city youth. And this is a team made up of truly their all-stars. They have a team that travels, which is the team that you're looking at, and a bunch of other teams that look to develop players who will eventually go on to play high school basketball in the city.
Boy, nice job breaking the press that time, but we had to travel that time. 4th turnover for the Woodbury team, but a nice job using Peoples, number 11, as sort of like your outlet guy. He got the pass, and then he got the ball and then made a nice pass to the outside.
Jump shot, high arcing shot, ripped down again. You see the size advantage from Sonny Hill as Jones skied to get that, and they'll feed it back out. Now back inside, nice in and out game here. And again, another turnover.
Good job there by Woodbury's Deron Curry, number 2, causing that turnover that time. Again, Woodbury's playing a zone defense, which you can't argue, especially with the size differential that they're facing. There's another turnover.
And right up the middle, laid up and in. Steve Denby III, son of the head coach, lays one in. And again, another turnover. This press is just giving Woodbury fits. Laid up and in once again.
Yeah, that time Anthony Downing, number 3.
We have 4 different scores here already for Sonny Hill. And that gives you some insight into the spread of talent. Again, outlet and won't fall. Peoples rips it down and now taken away again. Another turnover for Woodbury.
Well, Woodbury has very good quickness, but I'm not sure if Woodbury's seen this kind of quickness, Rob, that they've seen with this Sonny Hill team. And look at the great ball movement working against the zone. Very little dribbling. And then we have a 3-second call on the Sonny Hill team.
That may have been Austin. You know, it's interesting because, Mark, the one player that we said to look out for was Brandon Austin. Of the starters, he's the only one who has yet to score. Austin, as you mentioned, 6'1" out of the Cornell School. He'll be going into 7th grade next year. His first year of organized basketball. And despite his size, a great ball handler. And a little spin move inside will extend the Sonny Hill lead.
Alexander Jones, number 23. Nice job and good quickness there. As we get a foul coming up. I believe that was on Rasan London. It's almost to the point where the Sonny Hill League, leading 11-1, may want to call off the dogs a little bit on this press right away.
Thus far, Peoples, the only scorer for Woodbury, hitting 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
Pressure's been relentless.
And again, just having a heck of a time getting their own end, and we're going to have a jump ball here. Possession arrow will point Woodbury's way.
Again, watch Peoples. They're using him. They could use him as an outlet just to get the ball to him, and then he could pass it to somebody. See, there he is right there, Rob. He's coming up. Instead of staying down low, he's helping out with the press.
And Peoples hits.
That's a nice job by Peoples. He comes back there, gets the outlet pass, and then goes down and hits the short J. That's a nice job by him.
Woodbury in a zone defense.
Very active zone, but there's just so much quickness that they're getting it inside.
Again, Sonny Hill. And rebound, Woodbury. That's Shamsuddin Little. Ball thrown away. (11-3), Sonny Hill on top.
Glenn Abbott, there you see number 10 for Woodbury into the game. Tripped that time. We hope he's okay, the young man. Brings, again, some great quickness to this team as there's a travel call on Sonny Hill. And by the way, we talked about the 10 turnovers from Woodbury. Sonny Hill's committed 5, which leads you to believe this pace is pretty quick for both teams.
Definitely a frenetic pace given their size and experience. A push here.
Yeah, that was on Denby, number 13. A nice job by Curry, number 2 for for the Woodbury team, getting by him that time, showing some pretty good quickness there. So now you have number 10 Abbott, who's inbounding the ball as one of your guards in there. Again, bring some ball handling and some quickness, something that this Woodbury team needs against the pressure they're facing.
In traffic, and they have a push.
Well, that's a really good, strong move by Shamsuddin Little, number 9, brother of Salim, who's wearing number 15. But that's a good job of taking that ball to the basket.
So Shamsuddin Little, 5'7", 180 pounds, will head to the free throw line and try to chip away at the Sonny Hill 8-point edge.
Well, yeah, what I like about it is, as he makes that first free throw, you mentioned at 5'7", he wasn't afraid of going up against some of the bigger people in there and really taking it to the basket, and gives him obviously a physical presence on a team that doesn't have a lot of size.
So Little hitting 1 of 2. Little, the biggest player on Woodbury. Here comes Sonny Hill's All-Stars. Denby.
Denby's not bashful. His
laid up and in. And nice rebound by Joshua Miles to clean up the garbage and extend that lead to 9. Tipped away. Woodbury. Long shot. Good. Quite a shot by Salim Little, brother of Shamsuddin.
Yeah, he got it from his brother. His brother almost mishandled it. He was alert there and showed some nice range there from that 15-foot range.
Denby, the long three-point shot, wild and off, and rebounded by Woodbury. Fast break, nice feed, and just one too many steps by Glenn Abbott.
Yeah, what's interesting, before the game, Coach Denby was saying his son was a defensive specialist. Well, his son hasn't been bashful. He's already put up 4 shots offensively.
I liked his comments on the scouting report. You can tell the story, Mark. You asked him what the scouting report would be on his son.
We'll get to that in a second.
Little push on the baseline.
Yeah, Shamsuddin Little that time trying to seal. There he is, number 9. He tried to seal off the baseline, but he just didn't get there in time. I think he said something like his son thinks he's a little better than he is.
He said he needs to listen to his father a little bit.
Right, that's what it was. I think there are a few fathers that would say that about their sons, right?
I would think so. Working the perimeter now, and now working baseline, and too many steps once again. So another turnover here. 13-6, Sonny Hill on top of Woodbury.
Nice defense, too, by Javon Gross, number 1 for Woodbury, who's come into the game. Really did a good job of keeping his position there. Now there's Peoples. That's the first time he's actually dribbled through this press. He's actually been more of an outlet passer.
And that's going to be a 10-second violation, or are they going to call timeout before that? It looks as though Woodbury called a timeout as they were up against it. The Sonny Hill League pressure has been relentless and certainly has been effective thus far, Mark.
But you know what? This is great for the Woodbury team to see this kind of, competition, and you only get better by playing against top teams, and you could see that this Sonny Hill team is obviously a high caliber squad, as for years the Sonny Hill All-Stars in all the age groups. Very, very high-powered teams. I remember watching Rasheed Wallace when he was like a 9th grader playing for the Sonny Hill All-Stars at the Donofrio Classic that they play in Conshohocken every year, and that's more of a high school tournament. But for years, just the top players in the Philadelphia area, the city, not just the city, they've come from the suburbs as well, have really been part of this Sonny Hill tradition.
A great proving ground for talent, and literally some of the top basketball players that grace the floors of the NBA have spent some time playing Sonny Hill League basketball. Sonny Hill continues to be a force himself locally, and of course can be heard on the radio as well.
Siani Nicholson is now into the game. She'll be inbounding the ball for Woodbury. And the best part about this, as you're seeing already, Rob, is everyone's getting to play here. And that's really what it's all about, to get these youngsters involved. And nice job by Javon Gross that time. He really had nowhere to go, so he hit it off the Sonny Hill player and kept possession here. It's tough, though, with Trevin White, number 20 there. Tough to throw over him on the inbound. And we have a 5-second call. That's a nice job by White there.
Another turnover here.
Yeah, 12 already for Woodbury, and you could see why with just the kind of relentless pressure that the Sonny Hill's putting on.
Laid up and in.
Boy, that's Rashawn London, number 11. That's his 7th point, and he's done a great job of driving the baseline, and again, another turnover on Woodbury. Sonny Hill has really worked that baseline well. That's where the youngsters have scored a lot of points here early on.
15-6, 9:35 remaining in this first half. Youth League All-Star doubleheader today. After this one, we'll have high school talent. Sonny Hill calls it their junior team, made up of various high school players, primarily sophomores, although there is a freshman and a junior mixed in, versus some of the local talent here in Woodbury and Gloucester County.
Jalen Bundy into the game for Woodbury, wearing number 5.
Long outside shot, too strong. Rebound, kicks out, and here comes Woodbury. Quickly taken away, and Woodbury comes away with it. Laid up, and no good. Rebound, Sonny Hill. Good opportunity for Jalen Bundy. All for naught. Sonny Hill now. Creating space, and a foul call. This is going to go against Shamsuddin Little. Shamsuddin Little out of Guardian Angel School, we mentioned, 5'7", and to the free throw line. Looking for his first points, Trevon White out of Mathematics, Civics, and Science Charter School. And that will fall. His first point of the evening. It's both.
By the way, for all the turnovers and all, that was only the 3rd foul shot. Sonny Hill 3 for 3 from the line here in the early going.
Well, Bundy not afraid to go into traffic, but knocked away. Sonny Hill still with the basketball.
Bundy very, very quick. But I love the ball movement by this Sonny Hill team, because on this zone, Woodbury's trying to double the ball and not able to. And how about that shot from deep range from Clayton Wolf?
Wolf out of Sprant School with 5. Inside to Siani, lays it up and in.
That's a great job by Nicholson, because had she gone up right away, Rob, she probably would have gotten it rejected. Did the great pump fake and then took her time and made the layup. Outstanding job by her.
And we're going to have a travel. This is going to go against Brandon Alston, Rashawn London. Long baseball pass. And just too strong for Nicholson.
And Coach Denby wants a 20 or a 30-second timeout, he said.
There you see the score, 20-8. Sonny Hill leading Woodbury. Again, these teams made up of 5th and 6th graders. They are currently in 5th and 6th grade. Of course, we're almost into summertime. A couple of years away from high school.
As we talked about with Commissioner Vic Brown of the Woodbury Summer League, it's just a great activity, Rob, for the youngsters. You know that youngsters can have a lot of time on their hands, and I think it's important in the summer to have some, whether it's athletics or whatever, have some meaningful activities for them to do, and have a league that, you know, has action 3 times a week. And even if you're not playing, some of these youngsters may want to come watch even the older people play and everything like that. So it's really good for the community of Woodbury.
Well, you know, all too often when you hear about budget cuts in schools and communities, it seems like sports is the first one to go. And I think you touch upon just how important athletics is to the development of any youth, not only from the standpoint of sheer athleticism, but also from team building and social skills, and an opportunity to develop in terms of their maturity. Outside shot, no good, tipped away. It's going to go Woodbury.
This is Denby into the game. There you see number 8 for Woodbury. So we have a Denby on each team.
Sonny Hill will relent on the press. Here's Siani Nicholson. Young lady working, trying to go baseline, and it's going to go to Sonny Hill.
I'll tell you what, though, I like Nicholson's game because she doesn't seem to rush things. Saw the double team, didn't panic. I think she's going to be somebody we're going to hear from next couple years when she gets in the high school ranks.
Oh, it's great too seeing a female out here competing against the males, and again, it's an opportunity for her own basketball development.
Wow, they had him inside. There it is.
Again, another travel.
Well, you know what happened that time? Brandon Austin, number 25, they had him inside, they got him, and he was almost too unselfish. He could have probably laid it up, but he dished it off, showing great teamwork.
Again, taken away. And Nicholson comes back up with it. Here's Nicholson. She'll look to drive. On the floor, a scramble ensues. And
wow, she's got some toughness to her, too. She's not backing down.
inside to Nicholson. Nicholson.
Oh, she got hacked that time again, Rob. She's not afraid to go inside, and Joshua Miles, number 24, got her there on the arm.
So Nicholson will look to add to her 2 points. Now remember, she's playing with a bigger basketball. When she goes to high school, the females will play with the smaller basketball.
I don't think for her the size of the ball is going to matter. I think she's going to score no matter what.
She's only going to get better. 4
points already for her. In fact, she's a leading scorer for this Woodbury team. I think they called number 8, Trey Denby, for Woodbury. Did they call him on the foul? Or?
Did not see who the call was against, but it looks like it's going to be Woodbury basketball. So
oh, well, it wasn't on him, obviously.
And handling the ball will be Deron Curry.
Yep, they took a little travel there.
Woodbury showing a little press themselves now.
Absolutely.
Driving baseline, high arcing shot, no good. Rebound, followed up and in as Alexander Jones with 4.
Well, he's a very smooth operator there. Doesn't seem to force the issue, but look at Austin getting his arm, long arm out in there.
Peoples with the rebound. Peoples has it taken away. Here comes Austin by himself. Austin fouled and good. Brandon Austin with his first field goal will look to extend the lead to 15.
Well, you know, we were told that this young man has some great guard skills, and you just saw it on that play. And normally a sixth grader who's 6'1", they just put him in the post, his back to the basket. But you know, you've really seen a versatile all-around game by this youngster. And again, this being his first year in organized basketball, you could see what kind of ceiling this young man has.
Rims out, rebound, Sonny Hill, foul called, and Sonny Hill will head back to the line. It'll be Joshua Miles out of the John Paul Jones School.
I think that was on Shamsheed Little that time, number 9. Again, a guy that gives up some size, but no toughness inside. Really gives this Woodbury team physical presence.
No good. Miles, 5'11", 190 pounds, and misses both.
Look, they have Austin at 6'1" at the top of that press, Rob, and he got his hand on that ball. That's a tough player to pass it over, I'll tell you that.
Great job, and now he'll come up top, and you can see he's a natural ball handler, very smooth. And now Denby, a little shake and bake, feeds the corner. Denby will look to penetrate, instead kicks. Nice little touch pass. Back out to Denby. Denby penetrates, and good. May have come before the shot.
That's exactly what happened.
Down to 3:35 left in this first half. Sonny Hill on top, 24-10 over the Woodbury Summer League All-Stars.
It's interesting. Austin starts out at the point and then goes down to try to post up. Yep, they had 3 seconds that time. They were posting up too close to the basket. By the way, that's the 11th turnover on the Sonny Hill team here in the first half.
Approaching the 3-minute mark remaining as you see the score at the bottom of your screen, 24-10, and again another turnover. Sonny Hill fed inside, laid up and in, and you can see the coordination of Brandon Austin.
Well, that's a good point, Rob. That was an excellent catch by that young man. You know, you wonder if youngsters that are over 6 feet in the 6th grade, what their coordination's like. That's a great catch. And there's Peoples. I like Peoples' game. It reminds me a little bit of Shamsidin's Little in the fact that the two of them do not back down. They go up against taller players. And that time he drew the foul. Peoples with 3 points here. He's been impressive here.
Now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Peoples out of Holy Trinity.
You know, you forget in 6th grade, 5'6" is still pretty big.
Absolutely.
So,
ask Muggsy Bogues.
I'll tell you a Muggsy Bogues story later. I saw him play in high school against Camden. Wow, look at that nice little crossover there by Austin. Pretty good job by the zone of Woodbury, making them work. Now they'll have that open shot if they want it. Pretty far away though. Well, I like the way Austin is moving without the ball. Oh, and there's Peoples on a great defensive play.
And the break, no good, tipped up, and again, the big reach of Brandon Austin, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Denby for 3, too strong, and Austin seems to be everywhere. Another 3-second violation. Again, that's something you see a lot more at this level.
Absolutely, the youngsters not as aware, getting out of that lane. And I'll tell you what, kudos to the Sonny Hill team in the fact that they've taken off that full court press. I mean, they could have gotten 100 turnovers if they wanted to, but it's making it a more competitive game, and a nice job that they've done that. Of course, they don't mind trapping in the corners, and they almost got the turnover that way.
Shamsidin Little found himself in some trouble. Inbound to Peoples. Peoples kicks it out. And now in trouble. That's Deron Curry.
And that foul on Trevin White, number 20. He kind of winced when he saw the call. Now it'll be a 1-and-1. So Curry looking for his first points. As we said, he's shown very, very good quickness.
Inside Little, jump ball. Possession arrow points to Sonny Hill. 1:32 left, 26-11. Sonny Hill on top.
Well, I like the way Austin has that composure out there handling the ball. Now he does this and he'll go back in. Great defense by Peoples again. Peoples been very active defensively.
Rush three-point shot by Salim Little. And Sonny Hill quickly outlet and kick it back out. We're going to have a turnover here. One step too many by Trevon White.
But I'll tell you what, you have to be impressed by the ball movement of that Sonny Hill team. Again, a lot of times youngsters dribble it way too much. Even older players do, but Sonny Hill team, great ball movement. Peoples at the high post trying to get the ball, but tough to dribble through three people. I think Woodbury a little fortunate to still have the ball. Sonny Hill trapping every time in the corner.
Little denied, and Woodbury still with the basketball. Inside feed for Little and a foul call. This foul looks like it's going to go against Brandon Austin.
Well, I'll tell you what, Little did a great job that time of using his bulk and getting position. He really shielded off the defender to get that ball, really worked for it, and eventually earned the free throws. That's a nice job by him.
And a 1-and-1, no good from Little. He is 1 for 3 from the free throw line, and now it looks like Sonny Hill may hold for the last shot as we're down to 20 seconds remaining.
Sometimes if a team's holding for that shot, the defensive team will try to overplay the ball to try to get a steal. This is a good job by Sonny Hill, showing some nice composure.
Open look for three, too strong. Rebound, it's Little. Little looks to outlet, it's taken away. Again, Peoples throws it up, and he's actually fouled.
He's going to get 3 foul shots on that, right? He's going to get 3 free throws at the end.
And the coaching staff of Sonny Hill not pleased, as it was Alexander Jones.
If they made the call on that shot, he's got to get the free throws. I think they're all waiting till he lines up there. He's got to get 3.
26-11 at the half, just awaiting these 3 free throws.
Peoples now with 5 points, and that leads this Sonny Hill team. He's got one more, right?
That's correct.
Got to get one more. This will be his 7th foul shot of the half, Rob, to kind of show his aggressiveness.
And he hits. At the half, we head to break. Sonny Hill doubling up Woodbury, 26-13. Stick around for second half action. Welcome back to Woodbury High School. Rob Christ along with Mark Narducci. Second half action as the Sonny Hill League All-Stars, 5th and 6th grade team, taking on the Woodbury Summer League All-Stars. Second half just underway. The scoring opened on a Clayton Wolf fast break out of the Spruance School. And he has 7 on the evening. It's 28-13, Sonny Hill on top.
That was a nice job by Nazir Harris, number 4, who's now into the game for Woodbury. Actually hitting it off a Sonny Hill player so they could retain possession. Again, Woodbury staying in that zone defense.
Sonny Hill slowing things down, working the perimeter. Inside, in and out. Good opportunity there for Rashawn London.
London, who had 7 points in the first half to lead that Sonny Hill team. Brandon Austin, the young man we talked about for Sonny Hill, number 25, 4 points for 5 rebounds and a block shot as well. Of course, for Woodbury, it was Matthew Peoples leading the way in the first half with 6 points. He's been very impressive, and there is Peoples with the ball.
Peoples has it stripped. Fast break, nice pass inside, knocked away. But what a feed by Rashawn London, threading the needle.
Well, one thing that really impresses you about the Sonny Hill team is these young men can pass the ball. A lot of times at this age, you know, you think shot first, but they have really some great cohesion here with their passing ability. Tough to work that baseline because Sonny Hill's so quick, they trap you on that baseline and can get steals.
Well, that's exactly right. You said about the passing here. When we spoke to Steve Denby to start, he said, we like to play up-tempo. And the first thing that came to my mark was sometimes what you see in the NBA, whoever gets the inbound gets the shot, but that's certainly not been the case here. Inside, laid up and in. Again, the height of Brandon Austin, tough to stop.
And again, a big man, that's what you want to do. You want to go right back up with it, Rob. You don't. A lot of times a big man will dribble the ball. That was a good idea by Peoples that time. It was just so much quickness, and what an off-balance shot by Clayton Wolf that time. He's looking for the foul.
Wolf with 4 points already in this second half, and look at the defense. The surge by the Sunny League All-Stars, and laid up and in as Anthony Downing out of Mariana Brissetti Academy Charter with 4 points. It's now a 34-13 game as Sonny Hill has blown things open here in the second half, going on a 8-0 run.
Well, remember, Rob, what we said in the first half, how Sonny Hill kind of called off the dogs and stopped that full court press. Well, we've seen it here in the beginning of the second half, and it's obviously gotten good results. I mean, Woodbury's already turned the ball over 5 times here in the opening minutes of the second half. Tom Carter and Perry Coursey. There's Perry, who you see with the glasses there, talking to the youngsters for this Woodbury team. And it's, you know, nice job by these gentlemen working with the youngsters and coaching them here and giving them guidance. Glenn Abbott will inbound the ball for Woodbury. Remember, Rob, when he came in the first half, he brought a lot of quickness to this Woodbury team. Now, again, it's very hard. If you pick up your dribble against this Sonny Hill team, they will really come and do just that, steal the ball.
Sonny Hill looking to extend that 21-point lead as the press has been so effective here this evening. Outside shot kicked up, rebound inside, just too much. Look at the wingspan of big Brandon Austin.
Yeah, it's his 8th point and 7 rebounds already for him.
Spin move inside over the back call. This is going to go against Sonny Hill.
And that's a nice job by number 2, Deron Kerry, for Woodbury. Rob, he's only 5'1", but he did a tremendous job in boxing out, and then he got fouled over the top. Pretty good execution of fundamentals, and Shamshidin Little, number 9, back in the game. He's a good target. There he is for this Woodbury team.
Little fed inside, little in and out, 3-point shot. A little short, and here comes Sonny Hill. Inside, athletic move, but could not convert. Austin yields now to Woodbury.
Now again, you want to stay out of the corner. See, as soon as that happens, Sonny Hill sending 2 defenders in, trying to tie up the ball, getting the turnover.
Nice defensive play by Sonny Hill's Anthony Downing.
Again, Rob, I said this in the first half, and the same goes obviously now. This Woodbury team, obviously, they're not going to win this game, but they are going to benefit tremendously from playing a team with this kind of skill level, this kind of quickness, and this kind of team cohesion that we've seen from Sonny Hill. See, that's a great pass back. Austin didn't have anything, brought it back out to his teammate. And how about Curry again on the rebound, Rob?
There you see the quickness. Curry over the big arms of Austin, unable to convert.
You know, he didn't make that basket, but you've got to love the confidence he had taking it in on the 6'1" Austin that time. That's a great job by Carey.
Austin, and may have had a travel or a push, not sure. So Sonny Hill pulls back the press with the 23-point edge, 36-13 inside of 14 minutes now remaining in this All-Star game. And again, you see Austin, just a major force out on the court.
Well, again, it's 6'1". He's at the top of that press, so it's very tough to pass against him.
Outlet pass, laid up and in. Trevon White.
It's a tough shot by White because, again, number 15, Salim Little, who fouled White, had him on the arm, and still he had the concentration to go up, make that shot, and now he's at the foul line.
Too strong. Rebound inside, just too easy for Brandon Austin. 40-13.
Austin now with double digits now, 10 points.
And a push here.
Tell you what, good job by Kerry, number 2 there, who kept his composure. Not very easy to do when you have someone like Austin with his quickness and his size coming at you. Now again, you want to stay away from this corner because that's when they're going to come at you. That's a good pass to the middle. Nope, intercepted by Sonny Hill and then traveled. So turnover each way.
That's Alexander Jones from Dobson Middle School, who did a nice job taking it away.
But if you're Woodbury, you want to keep it out of that corner because they've just been coming at you. But I tell you, it's so hard with 25 there, who's 6'1", to be able to try to pass it over him.
Rims out. And knocked down. They're going to call a travel.
That's actually the 17th turnover on the Sonny Hill team. Of course, 32 on Woodbury, and a lot of that's been because of the tough pressure that they've seen from Sonny Hill.
Sonny Hill, nice outlet, and again, we're going to have a walk.
Yep, he took a step that time. White, number 20. Looking to go to the basket, but just a little bit too quick with his move. That's a good job. Now, see, they're going to trap him. They kicked the ball that time. See, you could see Woodbury's recognizing it a little bit better, Rob. They see that trap coming, and they know to kick it back into the middle. By the way, back into the game is Siani Nicholson, and she had a very, very impressive first half for this Woodbury team with the 4 points.
Inside, Shamsuddin Little powers, no good. Taken away. Here comes Sonny Hill once again. They're going to push up the tempo and expand on that 40-13 lead. Up top, you see Brandon Austin. Inside and a foul committed.
That's a great
go against Shamsuddin Little.
That's a great feed by Austin that time. Again, he's been starting the offense at the top of the key. He'll make the entry pass, and then he'll move without the ball and try to get open down low. It's just Joshua Miles. He has 2 points here tonight.
Oh for 3 from the free throw line.
Pretty good size there at 5'11".
Nothing but net for the big center from John Paul Jones School in Philadelphia.
And you have Miles and Austin in the same lineup. You're getting a lot of rebounds.
Nicholson, high arcing shot pulled down by Woodbury.
How about Abbott going in there and getting that shot?
Outlet pass, laid up and in. Again, Woodbury unable to convert, and off of the fast break, Trevon White adds to his totals.
See, the hardest thing against
swarming defense.
Well, the hardest thing against any team, Rob, is you never want to pick up your dribble too soon. And when you do that, these Sonny Hill players have been really converging on the ball.
Little spin move, too strong. Rebound, Sonny Hill.
Little creative with his moves.
Nice pass. Beautiful. Finding Joshua Miles. Excuse me. Actually, that was Trevon White. But what a look by Brandon Alston. Very impressed by Alston, especially given the fact that this is his first year of organized basketball.
Well, the thing is, as that pass showed, he's so unselfish, too. Oh, that's a nice job by Nicholson off the dribble. That just missed. But that's really impressive, Rob. She's getting her shot anytime she wants on these guys.
And heading to the free throw line will be Brandon Alston.
Wow, he has 10 points and 8 rebounds here in this game.
Just 120 pounds at 6'1".
Tell you what, though, as we said before, it's so important for these youngsters to develop the ball handling skills that he has, because it's so easy if you have a team and you have a big guy, you just put him down low and try to get it to him. I mean, the Sonny Hill people have developed his all-around game here, and that's certainly going to bode well for him as he gets older.
In and out, and Sonny Hill comes again. It just seems that it's ongoing, the pressure that this Sonny Hill team puts on Woodbury. Denby, penetration over Peoples, no good. Rebound off of glass, that is good. And Sonny Hill again. Alexander Jones with 6. 48-13. Woodbury has yet to score in the second half.
Well, he tried it that time. But then there was Alston there for the block shot again. Second block shot for Alston.
22-point run currently for Sonny Hill. And Woodbury turns it over.
Tell you though, I give it to Javon Gross from Woodbury. He tried to take it in on Alston. There we saw a travel there. Gross is 5 foot, Alston 6'1". He took it in on him. Hey, that's what it's all about, you know. You got to try some of these moves.
Denby, little crossover dribble. Denby illustrating some good ball handling ability.
Absolutely.
And there you see Jalen Bundy, a little fire plug for Woodbury. Shamsuddin Little in traffic will kick it back up top to Sienna Nicholson. And Sienna Nicholson feeds Peoples, who was fouled. Sonny Hill, and here's Peoples. Peoples inside, no good. Long baseball pass, Denby. Trying to work baseline, turns it over. There's Sienna Nicholson. Nicholson, 1 against 3, and Nicholson inside is fouled.
I'll tell you what, I love Nicholson's determination. She's certainly not intimidated. She took it up against those bigger players and caused the foul. That's an outstanding job by her. Well, by the way, Woodbury 0 for 10 from the field this half, so Nicholson scores the first points for Woodbury.
Nicholson with 5, 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, Nicholson could play on my team anytime. She really has demonstrated a lot of skill here.
4 for 4. 6 points. Nicholson out of Bunker Hill. I don't know if it's appropriate to give her height and weight as a female. How'd your wife feel about that?
Well, she wouldn't mind the height part.
Across the timeline. Inside is 6:30 remaining. Peoples.
That's a tough jumper on there. Look at Nicholson in there.
Peoples, and good.
But I'll tell you what, Nicholson was the one that kept that alive. She is not afraid to go in against those bigger players. She not only has skill, Rob, she has tremendous toughness.
Great pass inside. What a look. And finishing things off for Sonny Hill.
Yeah.
Alexander Jones off of the nice feed from number 14, Clayton Wolf Jr. Junior back out playing defense.
Great no look that time by Wolf.
And there you see Wolf, the quick hands, takes it away. Wolf inside, no good.
Again, contested by Nicholson.
The ball just getting away from Woodbury. Outlet pass. And
Whoa!
look at Nicholson.
Nicholson on the rejection.
I tell you what, even the Sonny Hill coaches like that play from Nicholson.
They're clapping for her.
You can't coach hustle. I mean, that's something that illustrates just the will of Siani Nicholson. It takes no talent to hustle, and she is illustrating not only her fundamental skills, but her heart each and every time down the floor.
Rob, nice job by Coach Steve Denby. He went and shook her hand before she went to go to the timeout, to the huddle. That's a tremendous job. Well, here's a couple things that we've seen from this Woodbury side. First of all, Nicholson has been someone we've talked about. She's been very, very impressive, and somebody certainly we're going to hear down the road. Matthew Peoples shown great toughness, and also with the 8 points, he's got a nice shooting touch, as we see Nicholson there, getting a well-deserved chug-a-wooder. And she's going to be a young lady that we're going to be hearing about. There's no question about that. I mean, you play against the guys a little quicker, so you're getting that part of it. But not only is she competing against them, she's thriving here in this setting.
50-17, Sonny Hill on top. Again, this is Youth League All-Star Basketball. 5th and 6th grade team from Sonny Hill in Philadelphia against the Woodbury area 5th and 6th grade Summer League All-Stars. Inside of 5 minutes remaining. And Sonny Hill has really demonstrated tremendous skills, not only from the standpoint of their sheer athleticism, but they can really move the basketball. Great passing and obviously a well-coached team.
Yeah, there's a lot of teamwork here that we've seen here today.
Tremendous unselfishness. Taken away. Here comes Woodbury on the break. And again, stolen. Fed to Denby. Denby will lay it up and in. Denby with his first basket in the second half. Out of Northwood Academy Charter School, the son of the head coach, Steve Denby. Again, knocked away.
Yeah, it's been very, very tough going inside. That time, Rashawn London on the rejection.
Now Sonny Hill across the timeline. Malik Smith out of Feltonville School of Arts and Science, one of the few players who has yet to score for Sonny Hill, demonstrating some of that ball handling ability. Denby, an open look for NBA 3 range, and up and in.
Yeah, that was Downing on the follow that time. Denby with a long shot. Even though they're not pressing full court, they're still not making it easy for these Woodbury players to get it across.
Clayton Wolf has shown that he is quite a defender, and he now adds to his total in double figures with 11. Across the timeline as we're inside of 3 minutes, 56-17 now. Sonny Hill on top. Again, look at the quickness of Wolf. Wolf lays it up and in.
And the thing is, it's not like Wolf is doing this against people that are slow pokes. I mean, this is a very quick Woodbury team as well.
And Denby with the left hand. That's the one thing I've been impressed with Stephen Denby. He shows great strength in both his right and his left hand. Not favoring one, excellent ball handling skills.
Now see, they're trying to set a pick against Wolf, so he can't pick their pocket. That's a nice job by Woodbury, realizing that.
Nicholson, too strong off the glass. High arcing shot, rebound, Sonny Hill. A nice feed. No look pass from Malik Smith, but Denby got caught up in traffic.
A lot of Sonny Hill's turnovers today have been when they've actually tried to overpass the ball.
Self-inflicted.
Trey Denby back into the game for Woodbury. Also Shamsuddin Little.
Taken away, outlet, and Woodbury returns the favor. Inside, running one-handed, too strong. Rebound, again, Woodbury. Trying to add to their totals, inside and foul.
Nice job by Gross that time. I mean, he's inside there. He didn't waste time. He got the feed and went right up with it, drew the foul. And he can try to get on the scoreboard here.
Javon Gross out of Woodbury Junior High, 5 foot, 98 pounds.
It's really impressive what we've seen from Sonny Hill today because, as I mentioned, Rob, you look at the makeup of this Woodbury team. This is a very quick team, and yet against Sonny Hill, they don't look quick because of that level of quickness on that squad.
No good. On the floor, Sonny Hill comes away with it. A minute 20 remain.
How about that little crossover that time?
Woodbury looks to break.
By White.
Coast to coast, off glass, no good. Tipped up. On the floor, here comes Sonny Hill. And again, you see the quickness. Foul call, and good. Malik Smith on the scoreboard, and he'll look to convert the three-point play.
That was not an easy play by Smith because he knew he was going to get hacked, you know, and to be able to keep his concentration, go up there and still make the basket and get the foul shot. So now everybody has scored here for the Sonny Hill team.
Rims in and out. That is correct. .102 left in this showcase for a pair of all-star teams. 5-second violation.
By the way, people are going to look at the score and say, overmatched, this and that. Well, yeah, Sonny Hill had more skill and all, but this is a talented Woodbury squad. A lot of young players. We've talked about Nicholson, but we're going to hear a lot of these youngsters in the future as well. Boy, I like the way Curry takes the ball to the hoop strong. Did it again in traffic, Rob.
Absolutely. Deron Curry looking to get on the scoreboard. His first attempts from the free throw line. Curry out of Shady Lane, 5 foot, 95 pounds. There you get a good look at the diminutive Teron Curry. You know, in fairness to Woodbury, of course, drawing from a much smaller area than the Sonny League All-Stars.
No question about it. I'll tell you what, though, I won't mind seeing these Sonny Hill League kids when they're in high school. I think they may have developed a little bit here.
There's no question you're going to see some of these kids going on to play Division I basketball. Three-point shot, too strong, rims out. Here comes Woodbury. Inside of 30 seconds. And foul called here as the hack by Anthony Downing will result in a couple of free throw attempts for Jalen Bundy.
Well, what you like about this Woodbury team has not backed off. I mean, Bundy at 4'5" took that ball right to the basket with authority. And we've seen it a number of times from these Woodbury youngsters here today.
Bundy, you mentioned 4'5", 60 pounds, going against kids literally a foot taller, if not more.
Doesn't give up too much in quickness, though.
Inside of 20 seconds now. Denby.
Yep,
and
travel.
Denby walks.
Yep. 27 turnovers for Sonny Hill, so if you're the Sonny Hill coaches, you have something to get on your team about a little bit. Not a whole lot, though.
This will likely be the last possession for Woodbury. Peoples from the free throw line. No good, and that'll do it. Well, a well-played game here and a tremendous showcase for the talent in 5th and 6th grade. Sonny Hill will go away with the victory. The final score is 62-17, and Mark, again, everybody wins here.
Absolutely. Great competition these youngsters from Woodbury faced. It's only going to make them better, and they can learn by watching the Sonny Hill team. Really, really good defensively, and as we mentioned, a very unselfish group.
Well, stick around because we're not done here. Game 2 will feature the junior team of the Sonny Hill All-Stars, made up of primarily sophomore players from high school, a couple juniors mixed in, against some of the local high school talent here in the Woodbury Summer League. We'll have that for you right after this. From the grounds of Woodbury High School in Woodbury, New Jersey, Comcast Sports presents Summer League All-Star Basketball. Tonight, the Woodbury Summer League All-Stars host the Sonny Hill League Junior Team All-Stars. Hello again, everyone. Rob Christ along with my partner, Mark Narducci. It's spring, but it's basketball once again. And Mark, a great venue for a great matchup. Woodbury Summer League All-Star team versus the Sonny Hill League All-Stars. Sonny Hill, of course, known for great basketball talent throughout the years, but don't be surprised if you see this Woodbury All-Star team hold its own against a very talented squad.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Rob. First of all, the reason this is taking place, it's a fundraiser for the Woodbury Summer League, which is a league that has about 200 youngsters participating. So it's a great cause. I think what's interesting about tonight is the Sonny Hill All-Stars don't have any current high school seniors. The Woodbury All-Stars have a couple, so they're a little bit older, but the Sonny Hill team is very talented.
You know, this Woodbury team boasts a lot of talent from both Woodbury and Deptford. Just to mention a couple names, Irvy Zell, very smooth with the basketball, and Keith Davis, who's really a force inside.
Yeah, Irvy Zell should be one of the best senior guards next year in South Jersey. Averaged over 13 a game this year for Deptford High School. Nate Davis is a guy that averaged 15 for Woodbury. Not sure about his college choice, but he's a very explosive player. We look for a lot of things from him, and obviously he's used to this gymnasium.
For the Sonny Hill League All-Stars, a couple names. Marcus Brown is really a presence inside, but maybe the one player that Coach Herb Green is most excited about is DJ Newbill, who says he can do it all from as a swingman, a point guard, and just a smooth stroke.
And just a sophomore, too, and he's a guy that you don't want to get on his rhythm because he's a very good three-point shooter, but Rob, he can create off the dribble as well. As far as Marcus Brown, 6'5", from engineering and science, a guy that I think could give Woodbury some problems posting up inside.
Well, this is going to be a lot of fun. You're going to have some excellent basketball talent in South Jersey. We don't often get to see the great talent that's in Philadelphia. You won't want to miss this one. Stick around for the tip right after this. Welcome back to Woodbury High School. Second game of tonight's doubleheader featuring the Sonny Hill All-Stars against the Woodbury Summer League All-Stars. Rob Christ along with Mark Narducci. Woodbury Summer League All-Stars in black and white, and the Sonny Hill All-Stars in scarlet letters and numbers along with their white jerseys. Should be a good matchup again here. We had an opportunity to see some fine young talent. Now, some of the local talent on display. Laid up and in, and Woodbury strikes first. Brandon Fox, we've seen a lot of here on Channel 5 out of Deptford High.
Yeah, Deptford and Woodbury are the two schools where most of these players are from the Woodbury Summer League. Looking forward to seeing Keith Davis, number 7 for Woodbury, in the starting lineup. We'll talk about him as the game goes on.
Shot a little wild from Mustafa Jones. Woodbury rebounds, penetrates, push, foul call.
Well, what they're saying is Davis was a little bit too aggressive, got him for the offensive foul. Here's a guy that averaged 15.2 a game this year for Woodbury. Of course, Woodbury had a tremendous season, winning 18 games.
Irving Zell up top, one of the finest players here in Gloucester County, and rising above the rim and laying it up and in for Sonny Hill was Marcus Brown, just a junior out of engineering and science in Philadelphia. Taken away and out of bounds. You see the quickness of Rob Holloman, a late addition to this team.
And the Sonny Hill team, we have to say, has no current high school seniors, I believe, Rob, on this squad. So this is a very young team. I'll tell you what, that time, Rich Hudson, number 11, took it to the basket. Lucky he didn't turn it over that time. He was trying to spin in the defense, but foul called on Sonny Hill.
Irving Zell, a little crossover. Zell, tremendous AAU season last summer, has really catapulted him onto the radar of many college coaches' maps.
Of course, his father is the head coach of this all-star team. I think that's the one thing he's going to work on this summer is his handle at 6'3".
And nice drive inside, power move by big Keith Davis out of Woodbury.
That's why he was such a prolific scorer there. He could take it to the hoop, but also has that nice jumper. Hey, that one way off that time by Holloman.
Rob Holloman, a junior out of West Catholic. His brother Brandon Holloman also on this team, a sophomore guard.
There's Coach Ezel, Irvin Ezel Sr.
He looks young enough to be on the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fed inside, nice move, bodied up and in. Marcus Brown.
Brown plays for engineering and science. That's a school where Lynn Greer went. Lynn, of course, now playing overseas. Played with the Milwaukee Bucks for a little while. And a nice little turnaround jumper there by Brandon Fox.
Fox with 4 points here early. Again, 2 20-minute halves in this showcase. Pull-up jump shot. High arcing shot is pulled down by the Woodbury All-Stars, Irving Zell. Quickly across the timeline, and he has it knocked away.
It's going to be a really big summer for Ezel to kind of try to get to that next level that he's looking for.
It looked like it was Rick Hudson, sophomore guard out of Woodbury, or excuse me, out of Deptford. 8-4. Woodbury Summer League on top of the Sonny Hill League Junior Team All-Stars. Inside off a glass, and already Marcus Brown has been a force.
Hey, he's got all 6 points right now for the Sonny Hill team, 3 for 3.
8-6 inside of 15 minutes. Davis fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line.
Well, that's a nice initial first step that time by Keith Davis. By the way, Rob, he's asked him before the game. He's not sure what he's going to do college-wise yet.
Davis misses on the first attempt. Brandon Fox will check out of the game. Fox with 4 of Woodbury's 8. And Davis misses everything. Somewhat unusual for Keith Davis.
I'll tell you what, with Fox and Ezel back next year, that's going to be another formidable team for the Spartans at Deptford.
Driving inside and a foul committed.
Well, the Sonny Hill players will not be afraid to go to the basket. The time I believe that foul was that on Hudson?
Rob Holloman at the free stripe and gets the shooter's roll. In and out.
Strong rebound by Marcus Davis of Woodbury.
Davis penetrating, good.
Hudson doing a great job going inside there that time. Rick Hudson showing his penetrating ability, and the one thing that's a little surprising is that Woodbury's been able to take it to the basket on Sonny Hill team. And Rob, you know the reputation of the Sonny Hill group of being really tight defensively, and so far Woodbury All-Stars have really been taking it to the hoop.
And finishing the three-point play, Rick Hudson. I think I identified it as Davis. 11-7 inside of 14 minutes. Woodbury with the early lead.
Well, zone defense now by Woodbury.
Open three, good.
And you know, when you have a zone, you're going to give up some open shots, and William Brown that time was able to hit it. Played for Monsignor Bonner in that always competitive Philadelphia Catholic League.
Inside again, so strong. Marcus Brown, a junior, 6'5" out of engineering and science. And look at that. Trying to body up and throwing up a prayer. Foul committed.
Yeah, that time Hughes was just, I think, on the other end for the Woodbury All-Stars, just trying to get a foul that time. Didn't work, and Sonny Hill came back the other end.
There you see the head coach, Herb Green, of the Sonny Hill All-Stars. His second year with this particular team. He's been coaching in the Sonny Hill League for 8 years. Free throw too strong. DJ Newbill. DJ Newbill, I asked Herb Green, what can you tell me about that really stands out? He said, DJ Newbill. Said he can do it everything. Tremendous quickness. Great swing man. Play the point. And Mark, you should have saw the smile on his face. He said he really brings a smile to your face. He said, I tell you, he's just fun to watch.
Hey, how about Hudson already, Rob? That's his 8th point, hitting from 3-point range and showing a deep shooting ability. Boy, and there he goes on the other end.
Hudson. Wow, one-man wrecking crew.
Hudson 4 for 5 already, and
inside off glass, too strong, rebound Woodbury.
one thing Sonny Hill has to watch is looked like Marcus Brown was in that lane for quite some time.
Ezel, long 3-point shot, too strong. Inside feed, knocked away. Nice block. We've been getting blocked out quite a bit by the referees tonight.
Looks like David Hughes right there, number 10. The 6'4" senior from Woodbury. Certainly familiar with this gymnasium.
Quick first step inside and no good. Rebound, Sonny Hill again. No good. Scramble ensues, and it's Woodbury who comes away with it.
Wow, that's that DJ Newbill. He showed some toughness going in, getting his own rebound that time. Just couldn't finish it.
Long 3-point shot, rims out, and here comes Anthony Lewis. Lewis feeds, high arcing shot, no good. Rebound, and quickly David Hughes.
Tough to dribble in between two guys. That dangerous time. Now he got the foul that time, but that's a very dangerous thing to do against this Sonny Hill team. Hughes got away with it that time.
(16-13). Woodbury on top here in the first half. This is an all-star game between two high school level teams. The Woodbury Summer League All-Stars hosting the Sonny Hill Junior team. Checking into the game for Woodbury, Devon Searles. Rebound and knocked away.
I'll tell you, there is a lot of defensive quickness on this Sonny Hill team. That last time, Rick Hudson got his shot off the dribble, had to force it a little bit from pretty deep range. Brian Bundy.
And Searles will have an over and back. Now they're going to call foul.
Yep, I think they said Brown got him, number 1 there. Brian Bundy into the game, and again, another one of the seniors from Woodbury. Not sure what he's doing college-wise. Of course, we know about his fine football career at Woodbury as well.
Driving inside and a foul committed. And that will likely send Rick Hudson back to the free throw line.
You know what's tough about Hudson is he's a pretty physical and he's a very strong player, Rob, so he can kind of muscle his way in, and he's got great quickness as well. So when you have the combination of the two, he's been really getting by the defense and getting his own shot here early on. Double digits already with 10 points here.
Four for 4 from the free throw line, extending the Woodbury lead to 5, 18-13, with 9:40 left in this first half.
Now straight man by Woodbury. We saw a little bit of a zone earlier, kind of mixing things up a little bit.
Crossover dribble in traffic, pulled down. It's Sonny Hill off a glass, rebound Woodbury, ripped away. Still maintaining possession is Marcus Davis, the big junior out of Woodbury High. Inside again, through traffic, no good. Tipped away, and it's going to be Sonny Hill on the break. Sonny Hill's driving in and good. Good body control by William Brown. Brown with 5.
Not quite a full court press here by Sonny Hill, but really picking up defensively here. Little miscommunication that time by Woodbury. You know, for the pace of this game, that's only the second turnover for Woodbury.
Inside move, no good.
Wow, that was a great first step, though, by Brown. We've been seeing Brown, number 35, operating from basically inside, Rob. He showed tremendous first step on that. And that he could put the ball on the floor as well.
Brown will check out. He's been productive thus far. Tight defense being played, and quickly yielding is William Brown. Sonny Hill driving inside, foul committed before the shot.
By the way, our officials, David Farabee, Robert Nazario, and Ray Childs. Gentlemen have done a doubleheader here today. Yeoman work.
Nice crossover, inside, off glass, no good. Woodbury comes away with it, has it stripped away. Again, fed inside, off glass, good. Well, Karan Blackman out of North Catholic, the 6'2 sophomore, on the scoreboard, and another turnover. Sonny Hill now really putting on some pressure, trying to gain the lead for the first time. They do. 3-point shot from William Brown, who's shown some great range. He has 8. Pull up 3, no good. Rim fed up top. Again, another 3-point shot, good. Hassan McGuire out of Woodbury High. 21-20. Woodbury, the 1-point edge. Again, another 3 off a glass rebound, and skying was McGuire.
Now you want to see Hudson take a good shot. He's forced the last couple. And even there he got his feet up. He got up on his feet, Rob. He had nowhere to go that time.
Quick outlet, fed inside, nice save, turnaround, and they're going to call a walk. Across the timeline, it's Woodbury trying to add to their 1-point edge. Bodied up inside, wild shot falls, no. Inside, and it's going to be Woodbury basketball. Inbound, Woodbury. Nice look inside, easy lay-in for Brian Bundy. Bundy with his first basket, 23-20 now, 6:22 remaining.
You know, for an all-star game, these teams are playing some pretty impressive defense here. Look, nothing is easy.
Couple subs coming in for Woodbury. It's going to be Steve Pinkney out of Northeast High, inbounding the basketball. Open 3, short. Tipped up, no good. Again tipped up. Sonny Hill will look to save, and it's Woodbury who comes away with it, and they can't save it. Everybody's playing hot potato.
I think neither team has really gotten in a rhythm. Been a lot of forced shots here, and maybe part of that is because of the defense that we've been talking about. Even the entry passes have not been easy.
Big rebound by Marcus Davis, the 6'7" center out of Woodbury, driving inside, knocked away, stolen.
Well, I'll tell you, Hudson has shown some tremendous explosion in getting to the basket, but as I mentioned before, he's forced about his last 4 or 5 shots. So
Woodbury now, Irvy Zell for 3, too strong, tipped up, and a foul committed here.
that was over the
Sonny Hill
top.
basketball.
That was over the top on Woodbury that time. That was going over the top was number 1, Brandon Fox at Deptford.
It's going to be Brown to bring the basketball up for Sonny Hill. Sonny Hill trailing by 3. And
Great.
Brown denied.
Great job by Brandon Fox defensively that time. Stayed with it.
Ezel, good look inside. Easy lay-in for Brandon Fox.
You know, Ezel thought about it, about taking that shot, had great vision that time, and here he comes now.
Ezel is fouled. And right now, Sonny Hill may want a timeout. 4:37 left at Woodbury, a 5-point edge. Had the pleasure of doing a lot of Deptford basketball, and Irvy Zell is someone who has consistently been a top performer for that Deptford Spartans basketball team.
Yeah, I think Deptford's going to be a real serious threat next season. Certainly in a Trico Royal, of course, won a playoff game this year and then lost to the top-seeded Hamilton Blue Devils in their second playoff game.
Follow-away jumper, no good. A rebound, Woodbury skying and pulling it down. Nice job by Dante Harvey. Ezel, again, through traffic. Picks up the dribble, and now feeds.
I like Ezel's vision. As I said, the one thing he's going to work on is that handle. Big enough to see over a lot of defenders.
And a kick.
Should still be Woodbury ball.
Woodbury maintaining possession, and
well, they're saying right now that number 45, Brandon Holloman, did not give him any room that time, so the foul's on him. I'll tell you what, Rob, the reason players have been forcing so many shots here is there have been very good footwork defensively by both teams.
I believe they may be in the 1-and-1. So Woodbury will head to the free throw line, and it's good. Hassan McGuire with a tray and a free throw. 4 on the night. Make it 5. Quickly across the timeline, and Sonny Hill now behind by 8.
Marcus Brown back in the game, 35 right there with the ball. Remember, Rob, he made his first 4 shots and was really their main offensive threat.
Foul called inside is going to go against Brandon Fox. And heading to the free throw line for Sonny Hill will be Steve Pinkney, the 6'2 sophomore out of Northeast High School.
Actually, Rob, I believe they got Dante Harvey, number 2, on that foul that time. He did get Pinkney going in.
Rims out. Pinkney looking for his first point of the night. The lefty, again, too strong. Inside, and a scramble ensues. It's Woodbury who comes away with it. Quickly knocked away. Marcus Brown has been a force.
Yeah, Kevin Ross backed in there, was really off balance, and Brown was waiting for that, just swatted it away. Now, there was a foul away from the ball that time by McGuire, number 8, but I'm telling you, Rob, this Woodbury team is going after it defensively. They have made things very, very difficult. And that time, McGuire was really moving his feet well, waving his arms. He got him with the arm that time.
Free throw is good. That is for Brandon Holloman, the sophomore guard out of West Catholic, whose brother Rob Holloman also on this Sonny Hill League All-Star team. No good on the second attempt.
Good job by Gabe Carter, who kept that alive that time.
This is going to go against Irvie Zell, I believe.
Tell you what, Steve Pickney, as we've seen, is number 5 at the foul line, is not afraid to go to the basket. Very strong with authority.
Pinkney 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
That last foul shot did not have a whole lot of rotation on it, you saw there.
Nor did it have much arc. He's kind of shaking his head. And he hits. Woodbury on top, 28-22, as you see at the bottom of your television screen. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. And Woodbury now facing the pressure of Sonny Hill. Gives up the basketball.
Yeah, that's an excellent job that time by 23 DJ Newbill, the 6'1 sophomore. Had him trapped in the corner.
Good feed inside. Brown powers it in. Marcus Brown has really impressed here. Again, stolen away inside and high arcing shot, wildly thrown up, not converted, but nonetheless it does allow Brandon Holloman to get back to the free throw line where he is 1 for 2 tonight.
I know it's an all-star game, but if you're Woodbury, I'm almost at the point where you call a timeout because they've turned the ball over a couple times. You want to kind of get regrouped.
Again, in and out.
Oh, Sonny Hill is 4 for 10 from the foul line.
Searles feeds, open look, won't go, knocked away, and
looks like it's still Woodbury ball, Rob.
Timeout called on the floor with 1:55 left.
Well, that was called by Irvie Zell Sr. that time. Again, trying to regroup his Woodbury team. They just had kind of no flow to them offensively. Neither team really has here in the first half, Rob. Been a lot of missed drives to the basket, a lot of forced shots. That's why it's a little more low scoring than we probably thought it would be at this point.
It's been an excellent basketball game, nonetheless, very competitive, 28-24. Woodbury has had the lead for the greater part of the game. At one point, Sonny Hill did have a very brief lead, but that lasted less than a minute. Inside of 2 minutes now, and Woodbury with possession, trying to extend that 4-point edge against this Philadelphia All-Star squad. Ezell tipped up, no good. Again tipped inside. Woodbury battling, but Marcus Brown, who is really impressed, comes away with it. Open look, jump shot, good. Nice stroke by DJ Newbill out of Imhotep Charter in Philadelphia. Again, inside, easy basket there for Woodbury's Kevin Ross.
Again, great vision by Irv Ezel that time with the quick pass before the defender could get on him as he was faking it. He was going to the basket and then gave the quick pass. You really like Ezel's vision here that we've seen. He's missed 3 threes, but he has not been off on them by that much.
Wild shot pulled down by Woodbury. We're inside of a minute. Woodbury with a 3-point lead, 30-27. And Ezel is fouled.
See, again, Brandon Holloman let him get in there that time. You've got to make him almost pick up his dribble. Instead, he let him keep going, and that's when Ezel's dangerous.
Ezel hits the first. He's now 2 for 3 from the free throw line, accounting for all of his points tonight. Make it 3 for 4.
He's got that nice smooth stroke, and I think he's going to, in the second half, those threes that didn't miss by a whole lot, I think he's going to keep firing them. He only took 3 of them.
Speaking of threes, fine stroke there by Mustafa Jones. His first points of the night. Woodbury a 2-point lead now. Ezel drives inside, knocked away Brown. Brown on the jailbreak. Still with possession, he'll slow it down. Has it knocked away. Inside of 20 seconds. Things a little ungainly here. Long 3, no good. Rebound Woodbury.
Now, if this was a regular game, I don't think that Anthony Lewis would have taken that 3 with like 20 seconds to go. Would have run the clock down.
Ezel pulls up. No good. Knocked away. Still time remaining. And the shot will count, but no good. It's been a tight one and a well-played game. We head to the half with Woodbury on top of the Sonny Hill League All-Star Junior team, 32-30. Welcome back to Woodbury High School. Woodbury and Sonny Hill, a pair of all-star teams over the summer, engaging in battle. It's been a good one, and Marcus Brown ties things, and he has really been the story for this Sonny Hill team.
Well, what happened early on, Rob, he was just staying close to the basket. Then that one drive, he drove to the basket, and then now he's showing a perimeter game. He has 12 points.
And Brandon Fox answers back for Woodbury.
That's a great job by Hudson that time, staying with it on the block.
Quickly, Davis fouled from behind.
Keith Davis is a guy that you're thinking, we talked about how in high school he averaged 15 a game. I think he's a guy that wants to get off the blocks here. He had just 2 points in the first half. He wants to show here what he can do. He's got that aggressive nature to his game.
(36-32). Woodbury on top. Penetration inside, bought it up, and before the shot, this is going to go against Hudson.
That's a pretty good job by Rob Holman drawing the foul that time. It looked like he was going to pull up, and I think Hudson thought he was too. And then he kept going and drew the foul.
Actually going to call this as a shooting foul.
Yeah, good kind of shake and bake move by Hudson.
Holloman converts. He has 2.
As we mentioned, Sonny Hill was just 4 for 10 from the foul line in the first half. And
Davis, and he's fouled. This is going to go against number 3, Anthony Lewis out of Hope Charter.
Well, I think Davis was not happy with his first half, and he's come out here with a real aggressive mindset. 2 times now, just taking the ball strong to the basket.
Ezel through traffic behind the back, and he'll feed up top.
See, I always say it's good to go behind the back only when that's the best way that you can get there, and that time that was the case with Ezel.
Hudson draws the foul. And that looks like it's going to go against Marcus Brown.
Tell you what, with Hudson, Ezel, and Brandon Fox, as we mentioned, Deptford's going to have a pretty formidable team next year.
(38-33). Up in the air, and Sonny Hill able to save.
Tell you, Hudson got his hand on that ball. Very good quickness.
Woodbury really pushing the tempo. That inside, Ezel cutting, knocked away by Brown. Brown has been a force. Inside, knocked away, it's Fox. Brown again, good. It's like a ping pong match. Quick first step, knocked away. Woodbury will maintain possession. 38-35. Forced to call a timeout. 7:24 left in this second half. Marcus Brown, we mentioned, 6'5" junior. Out of engineering and science. Has been a force throughout. Has shown both an inside and an outside presence.
Tell you, he shot 7 for 9, and you're right. He's shown a diversified game. Early on, he didn't, but I think that's just opened it up. I think that drive to the basket made Woodbury realize, wow, he can do more than just post up from right near the basket.
Ezel, pull up 3, good. Well, you called it, Mark. He said Ezel in that second half is going to start having those threes.
Well, the thing is, he was not off by much on them. He's got such a smooth delivery, Rob. You see there.
And Ezel playing defense as well, knocks it away. Behind the back, Ezel trying to create space and extend that Woodbury lead. Davis behind the back, and that is knocked away. Brown pulls it down. And now it's Sonny Hill in traffic and a foul called here.
Wow, that was a great job by David Hughes, number 10 for Woodbury. He blocks the shot, gets the rebound, and drew the foul.
And what a save. Although still it's Sonny Hill with possession, but good hustle by Brandon Fox. Crossover dribble inside, foul call. Hudson not particularly pleased with that call. And it's going to be Anthony Lewis to inbound at a Hope Charter in Philadelphia. Open 3, short.
Rob, with how tough a time these teams are having of scoring, this looks anything but an all-star game, does it? I mean, the defensive intensity we're seeing, and boy, Ezel is so smooth, isn't he?
Fun to watch. Inside, knocked away.
I said early on that he's, it'd be interesting to see how he works on his handle. He seems so confident. He he seems like he has no fear to try to split defenders. And he's gotten away with it tonight. I don't think it'll always happen, but he's certainly gotten away from it and made things happen.
Well, again, it's such confidence in his own abilities, his ball handling skills. He's held, botted up, quick first step, and
well, he may have gotten
contact.
hacked on that one.
All by his lonesome. Inside blocked and a foul. It's Davis. And Davis, hard foul going in against Anthony Lewis. And I'll tell you what, Mark, they're competing out here today.
Nobody is having an easy entrance to the hoop. I mean, that was a pretty hard foul that time with the body by Davis.
Lewis gets the shooter's roll. He has 4. (41-36), Woodbury on top. Make it 41-37. 5 points now for Lewis.
A little bit of defensive pressure here by Sonny Hill. And it worked that time as the ball went off Davis. 8th turnover for the Woodbury team.
Open look for 3. And you can see from this angle, that shot was true. Great stroke by DJ Newbill. And you can see why Herb Green is so excited about him. 41-39. Sonny Hill whittling down that Woodbury lead. Here's Hudson. Hudson, and away from the basketball.
Now they had a hold that time on Newbill. Again, Ezel's got that high dribble that it looks like you're able to steal it, but the Sonny Hill players have not even been close to it.
Well, trying to body inside was Marcus Davis. He left the basketball behind, and Sonny Hill will quickly convert and tie this game up.
I'll tell you, Newbill's got a sweet stroke. That was off the dribble that time. The other 3 that he hit before that, so he's starting to heat it up a little bit. Again, considered one of the real rising sophomores in the Philadelphia area.
We're tied at 41. A foul away from the basketball will allow Sonny Hill to maintain possession and retake the lead. For the first time in the second half, we're down to 14 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second half.
Newbill's trying to take off the dribble.
Newbill, good. Well, Newbill is starting to heat up. He has 10. 43-41. Here's Hudson. 3-point shot. Hudson, too strong. Inside, Davis, knocked away. Marcus Brown again showing his inside presence. And they're going to call this against Brown. I have been nothing but impressed with Marcus Brown today.
Tell you one thing, Rob, we're going to see a lot of foul shots with 13:44 to go. We're already in the 1-on-1, it looks like.
Get a good look there at Marcus Davis, who hits. That's his first points of the night.
Remember in the first half how Rick Hudson was getting to the basket with relative ease for the Woodbury team? Well, it hasn't been that way, certainly not in this half, and even in the latter parts of the first half. There are bodies flying on the floor. These guys are playing like this is a state championship game, not just some off-season all-star contest.
Well, you love to see that. You know, as a coach, you tell your players you never know who's watching. And this is a great opportunity here on Channel 5 for them to showcase their skills. and this will be shown throughout the region. It's an opportunity for someone to perhaps showcase their skills, and you never know where that may catapult you. Plus, Mark Narducci is well-traveled, knows a lot of people.
There's Irv Ezel Sr. There he is in the blue shirt there. He looks pretty intense, doesn't he?
He does. He's ready to go. We're tied at 43 with 13:30 left.
You wonder how much flow this game has, because again, with the foul situation, we're going to be seeing a lot of foul shots here.
Hudson hits. He's 3 for 3 in the second half, and he is 7 for 7 tonight from the free throw line. Hits again. (45-43). Brown. Brown inside. No good.
Well, that was not a good shot. He did a great job positioning himself.
And he draws the foul.
It's a classic example of a post player getting position that time. He really did a good job working at it. He forced the shot, but he did a nice job getting a position. And Brown with 14 points. There are some of the youngsters from the 5th, 6th grade team that we saw in the first game for the Woodbury squad.
Brown hits both ends. 6 points in the second half for Brown. 16 on the night. Ezel. Nice no-look pass. Knocked away. Sonny Hill on the break. And they'll pull it back out. Open look. And just so smooth. DJ Newbill.
Newbill's hit his last 4 shots, Rob.
Tell you what, that DJ keeps playing the same song over and over again, and it's sweet music to the ears of Herb Green.
Had just 3 points at the half, has 10 here in the second half. Made his last 4, 2 of which were threes.
That'll send Keith Davis to the line.
And again, we've talked about how much more aggressive Keith is here in the second half. He really is intent on taking it to the basket, and he's got great explosion, so he can do that.
And he converts 4 free throws in this second half. 6 on the night. Points, that is, for Keith Davis. There's DJ Newbill. Yeah, the other thing Herb Green said about Newbill is he's a joker. He really enjoys playing the game and great sense of humor. Inside Marcus Brown.
I'll tell you what, Brown again setting himself up in that post. Textbook how he's been getting position, Rob.
50-47, open look, no good. Inside Brown, too strong, tipped up. And Sonny Hill coming away with rebound after rebound. Newbill looks to penetrate, pull up, jump shot, rims out, rebound Woodbury. Ezel, feed, inside, foul and good. Brandon Fox.
First of all, what a feed by Ezel that time, making the long pass, but even more impressive was the catch that time that Fox made. I mean, he had a hand right in his face that time, was still able not only to make the catch, but convert. That's a tremendous athletic play by Fox.
Fox with an opportunity to tie it back up with 11:51. No good. Fox with 10 on the night. Looking to go baseline. That's quickly cut off.
Tell you, Ezel on Newbill, that's an interesting matchup right now.
Inside Brown, too strong, rebound Woodbury. In traffic. And trying to pass. Hudson actually almost made a basket.
You don't see that too much. He was triple teamed and he was just trying to get rid of the ball. Actually, his teammates went up court instead of maybe helping him out a little bit with it. And here comes Hudson. Now again, he was able to penetrate at will early on, Rob. He hasn't been able to lately. Look, there's another switch. Newbill took him on the switch that time.
Davis, pull-up jump shot, no good. Tipped up, foul.
That's over the back on Woodbury. That's a good call. That's Bundy that time, over the back.
Little shake and bake inside. Foul called. They count it. Rob Holloman. And Holloman hits. 53-49 with 10:51 left. Fox inside, bodies against Brown, good. Brandon Fox. That's been a battle all night. And Brown picks up another foul.
Brandon Fox, according to my stats, is 6 for 6 from the field. Many of them made from that range, but he still's made them.
Well, the only place he's missed is the free throw line, where he's 0 for 2. 53-51.
Here comes... I think that's an interesting matchup. Newbill, who just committed the turnover there, with Ezel. Two guys that are very, very tough off the dribble.
Timeout called by Herb Green and the Sonny Hill League All-Stars. Well, again, with the Woodbury Summer League All-Stars, you have 3 high schools, primarily Woodbury, but 3 players representing Deptford High, and then Devon Searles out of Medical Arts High School. The Sonny Hill League team out of Philadelphia, a wide variety of schools. You have Swenson, North Catholic, Newman Goretti, West Catholic, Bonner, Cardinal Doherty, Northeast, Engineering and Science, Imhotep, School of the Future, Hope Charter, Girard College. So quite an array of talent assembled for the Sonny Hill team. Sadiq Barry from School of the Future did not make the trip. (53-51). Irv Ezel with the basketball, trying to draw Deptford even.
One thing about Ezel, he never goes too fast for himself. He's always at a pace that he sets.
DJ Newbill.
Newbill not happy there.
No, he's pleading his case, and unfortunately, it's not going to be heard. He looked like he had a good block, and instead it's going to be Keith Davis who will head to the free throw line. Davis has been nothing but smooth in this second half from the free throw line, now hitting 5 straight. And we're tied at 53. Some good basketball here tonight, Mark.
Absolutely. And by the way, William Brown comes back into the game for Sonny Hill, #1. And there you see him in your screen. Hit 2 big threes and kind of opened things up for Sonny Hill. So you got to watch him from distance here in the second half.
Wild shot inside and a foul called off of the rebound. That'll send Sonny Hill's Steve Pinkney to the free throw line, where he is just 1 for 4 tonight. Those all coming in the first half. One for 5. You mentioned before, Mark, Sonny Hill, this game would have appreciably different complexion if they were a little bit more successful from the free throw line.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 for 10 from the first half. 6 for 8 this half. Been better, obviously.
Inside of 10 minutes, Sonny Hill, a 1-point edge. Zell picks up the dribble, has it knocked away. Inside, laid up too strong, and here comes Woodbury. Quick outlet, Hudson. Hudson in traffic. Hudson, no good.
Boy, that was a tremendous play by Brown. He wasn't able to finish it off, but to tip it away, and Zell doesn't turn it over a whole lot.
I mentioned Brown, the 5'9" sophomore point guard out of Monsignor Bonner. And Hudson has been impressive as well here tonight. He's hit 5 straight from the free throw line in this second half, make it 6, and Woodbury's really cleaned up from the free strike. 55-54.
Woodbury, by the way, 14 for 16, Rob, this half from the foul line.
Here's Brown working against Zell. Pull-up jump shot. A little while, then Woodbury will pull it down. They have a 1-point lead. They'll look to extend that.
Rob, you notice neither team has really gotten a good open three. Well, just as I said that, one's taken, but that's from NBA range.
Well, that was Hassan McGuire who took that almost from his living room.
But I mean, there have not been those wide open threes, and again, the defense has been picking it up. See, even there, Pickney originally maybe could have taken the 3, but he didn't feel comfortable, and then he traveled on the play.
Zell. Good look for Hudson. To the wing. Open shot, too strong. And this foul is going to go against Woodbury, and it's going to be Hudson. Well, an open look for Dante Harvey. Drew nothing. This will result in a 1-and-1.
Well, Woodbury has been in a 1-and-1 for quite some time, and if you're just looking at it, Rob, from a numbers standpoint, if this becomes a foul shooting contest, you'd have to say Woodbury has the advantage with 8:23 to go here.
No good. Tipped up, and Sonny Hill comes away with it. Inside, no good. Follow. That's Karan Blackman. Zell feeding inside. Good.
That was a beautiful entry pass to Marcus Davis, who converted that time by Zell. Saw that he backed and get position, and it's so key to get it to the teammate once he gets the position established before the defense can react.
Long 3, Rainbow, good. Brown reins in the 3.
Well, again, we talked about the teams haven't been getting open threes. That certainly wasn't an open one. Zell was right up on him. That's a great 3 that Brown made. His 3rd of the game, by the way.
Brown 3-licious tonight. Quick outlet. 2-on-1. Streaking inside, knocked away. It's going to be Woodbury basketball.
I'll tell you what, Pickney has done a very good job getting to the basket, just not been able to finish.
And a foul from behind. 59-57.
Yeah, this is just going to be a kind of a slow-moving final 7:06, I think, Rob, because we're going to see a lot at the foul line with both teams in the 1-on-1. And again, to mention, this has been a fundraiser tonight for the Woodbury Summer League. Vic Brown, the commissioner, and all the people that work on it do a fine job. They say there's about 200 people, youngsters playing in the league from.
Hassan McGuire misses.
From the young players, 6 and 7, I guess, all the way up to 18. So, and great job by the people in Woodbury. And this fundraiser helps them in the summer because, as you know, Rob, with all the leagues and the costs that you have with things.
Heading to the free throw line, Steve Pinkney. You mentioned it's going to turn into a free throw shooting contest. And still a lot of basketball to be played. 7:06 left. Pinkney's had his struggles at the free throw line, but he's now hit his last 2.
And he's hit 3 of his last 4 after missing his first 3.
So Pinkney's figured it out. And it's a 4-point lead now for Sonny Hill. On the ground, Sonny Hill takes it away, foul called. And it's like it's going to be Hassan McGuire.
Unofficially, I have Woodbury with 13 turnovers and Sonny Hill with 5.
Kervin Haynes out of Swenson, just a freshman at the free throw line. A late addition to this Sonny Hill All-Star squad.
One thing is, a lot of the Sonny Hill, key players such as Newbill, Brown, they've been getting a nice long rest. They're going to be rested when they come back in.
(61-57). If Haynes hits this, I believe it'll be Sonny Hill's largest lead of the game. He does. 5-point edge now for the Sonny Hill All-Stars. Ezel across the timeline, pushes. Ezel regains possession, and he's getting swarmed upon. Ezel, and he's fouled. Good call there. Foul committed by Steve Pinkney, the sophomore out of Northeast High School. Ezel to the free throw line. Been seeing a lot of that tonight.
Hasn't scored a whole lot, has 6, but has had some really eye-popping assists here.
In fact, he has yet to hit a 2-point field goal.
I don't think there's any question he has a chance to be one of the better guards next year in South Jersey, right?
(62-59). Inside, great body control. Wow. Swerving, Kervin Haynes.
William Brown trying to put some pressure on Ezel there. Makes him pick up his dribble early. Boy, tips a ball. That's the second time he's done that. And again, it looked like 14, Mustafa Jones reached in that time. And again, if you're Sonny Hill, you do not want to put this Deptford team on this Woodbury team on the free throw line.
Ezel back to the free stripe.
Averaged 13.3 points this year for the Spartans on a very, very balanced scoring team.
And frankly, he probably could have averaged much more than that, but again, prides himself on his playmaking abilities. 64-60. Quick first step inside. Kervin Haynes. Wow. Did you see that first step, Mark?
I didn't see it, and neither did Woodbury.
He's just a freshman.
All right, and he took it up over a pretty physical Brandon Fox that time. And
I tell you what, he's getting a lot of big smiles from Herb Green and DJ Newbill over there on the bench. Nothing more exciting for a team or spectators to see fresh young talent excel. Again, Haynes, just a freshman.
Well, that's a great job by Blackman, number 30 for Sonny Hill. He tipped that ball at the last second, went off Woodbury. I think Woodbury is, again, in need of a timeout right now. Things have kind of gotten away from Woodbury, and
Sonny Hill with their largest lead of the game, 7 points.
And Sonny Hill showing its depth, doing this with a lot of its reserves.
Jump ball. Possession arrow points Woodbury's way. Sonny Hill gonna press. Hudson.
Well, what they're trying to do is keep the ball out of Ezel's hands. I think they want anybody else to bring it up against him except him. So they did a good job. Looked like they doubled him.
Hudson turns it over. Haynes inside, knocked away. Foul call. Herb Green pleading for a goaltending call, and that's not going to happen. But Haynes back to the free strike.
Davis not happy, is he? I'll tell you what, Kervin Haynes had not had a whole lot of minutes until this recent stretch, and he's put in six points pretty quickly here, Rob. Make it 7.
Well, if Marcus Brown raised some eyebrows in the first half, it's been Kervin Haynes in the second. Long three launched and too strong. Saved, and here's Ezel. Pull up three, in and out. And the game's starting to get away from Woodbury. 69-60, and there you see Haynes having some fun handling the basketball.
And Sonny Hill, again, has to get a good shot. No hurry to put it up there. Up by 9 with 4:20 to go.
Their biggest lead of the night.
See, they're spreading the court now, Rob. They're trying to get some one-on-one matchups here off the dribble. Brown pretty quick and tough to handle.
Haynes inside, knocked away by Ezel. 3-on-1 if they hurry. Fed inside, foul called, good. Keith Davis. All of Davis's points in the second half have come from the free throw line. Prior to that, he has been perfect from the free stripe. 6 for 6. He'll try to make it 7 for 7 and draw Woodbury to within 6. He does.
Now Woodbury looks like they're picking everybody up a little bit sooner. Davis picking up Pickney right before half court.
Drive inside, Wild. Take it away. Here comes Davis and Woodbury.
That's just a forced shot by Brown. I think they need Newble to come back in, and Brown as well.
Great look inside, finding Fox. And Sonny Hill calls timeout. Don't count Woodbury out just yet.
Again, I would get Newble and Brown back in this game.
4-point lead here for Sonny Hill.
Rob, I know it's an all-star game, but I think at this point with 3:26 left, now you try to win it with whoever you have in there.
Well, this has been fun. We've seen some fine basketball. One surprise, Mark, the one thing we haven't seen tonight, a dunk. And it's not because of their athleticism. I mean, these guys can certainly get up.
Absolutely. By the way, no surprise, Coach Herb Green did put in Marcus Brown and DJ Newbill back into the game.
.326 left here at Woodbury High School. Rob Christ along with Mark Narducci. All-Star Summer League basketball matchup. The Woodbury Summer League All-Stars taking on the junior team from the Sonny Hill League All-Star squad. and it's been a good one throughout. Inside, foul call.
By the way, Rob, I see in the stands behind the Sonny Hill bench, John Hartnett, who has been a long-time member of the Sonny Hill organization, and he works with a lot of players. And one of the players he's working with recently is Michael Beasley of Kansas State, who probably will be the first pick in the NBA draft. That's how, there's John in the red sweatshirt there. That's how well-respected John is. People come from all around to work out with him, and he's here obviously supporting the young players here today as well. But he's been a real institution in Philadelphia basketball.
Marcus Brown misses. And misses both.
Actually, there was a lane violation too on Sonny Hill, but it didn't matter. Now, Newbill on Ezell. This is a very interesting matchup here.
Ezell feeds inside, and this is going to be a foul before the shot.
Yeah, they're saying that time that Lewis, number 3 for Sonny Hill, got him with the body, so it'll be back to the foul line for Davis.
Well, he is,
and it's not 1-and-1 anymore; it's 2 now.
It's not as if he would need it either. He has thrived from the free stripe in the second half. He has been perfect.
$12 points in the game, 10 this half.
And 9 for 9 from the free throw line. 69-67, a nail biter. 2:45 left here at Woodbury High School. Ezell in a great matchup against DJ Newbill. Newbill and Ezell knocks it away. Newbill gets it to Brown. Brown knocked away.
Wow, Davis on the block that time.
Ezell, wow, look at the athleticism inside. A frenetic pace right now, and it's going to be Sonny Hill that comes away with it. Anthony Lewis. We're going to eat up some clock here as we.
Well, they're trying to take someone off the dribble. They're spreading the court out to see if they could take someone off the dribble, beat them, and try to get to the basket like that.
And a foul call here. It's going to go against Irv Ezell. To the free throw line, Rob Holloman out of West Catholic.
By the way, Woodbury is 19 for 22 from the foul line this half. And
it's a recipe for winning basketball games. Trailing only by 2. Holloman to the free throw line, a late addition out of West Catholic, a junior. His brother also on this team. His brother, a sophomore, Brandon Holloman.
By the way, Sonny Hill 14 for 19 in this second half from the foul line.
See some of the crowd on hand to enjoy some fine basketball. 70-67. Try to change this to a 2-possession game. He does. Some pressure here, and it's Woodbury that comes away with it. Hudson clearing some space. Critical possession. Looking to penetrate baseline. Good. Fine move, and Keith Davis continues to impress.
Davis on a reverse layup actually used the backboard in his favor that time to shield off the defender. That's a great move.
71-69. 85 ticks left on the clock. DJ Newbill penetrates inside. Newbill, good! What an athletic play by Newbill with the left hand. Here's Hudson. Hudson, end-to-end. Hudson, charge! (73-69). And we are now inside of 1 minute remaining.
Now again, if you're Sonny Hill, you do not have to shoot right now. This is a time where you can maybe get a backdoor situation.
Newbill looking to create. Newbill.
Deptford doubles up and you can get a guy open.
Kicks it out. Here's Holloman. Holloman gets away with one. Long pass. Oh, and it's over and back.
That's backcourt.
31 seconds left. 4-point edge for Sonny Hill. And a timeout called on the floor. Well, Woodbury had the lead for the greater part of the first half, but Sonny Hill came out and picked up the pace, picked up the intensity defensively as well, and right now that's the difference, a 4-point edge. Woodbury with possession, obviously a critical possession with just 37 seconds remaining.
Now remember, Rob, a lot of times teams in this situation will force a three. You do not need a three yet.
Again, remember, both teams are in the penalty. And inbounding for Woodbury will be Hassan McGuire.
And you don't have Irv Ezel out there with his ball handling, so Hudson, it's going to come down to him.
Hudson now. Long three, Hudson, no good. Rebound, Davis elevating and collides with a teammate. Fox comes away with it. Hudson still with the ball. Inside of 20 left. McGuire for three, rims out. Rebound, it's Hudson. Hudson in. Rick Hudson. Here's Sonny Hill and a foul. And heading to the free throw line will be Anthony Lewis.
How about the tenaciousness of Hudson, who just wouldn't quit on that play?
73-71, 9.4 seconds remain. And at the free throw line will be Anthony Lewis. Lewis with 5 tonight. Two for 2 from the free throw line. No good. That's a big miss. One possession game. Sonny Hill sinks back to play defense. Lewis hits. 3-point edge, 74-71. And now, timeout called by Ezel and Woodbury.
Now you do need a three. Before, with 37 seconds, there was time. Now with 8.7 seconds to go, you need to have a three. And the other thing is, if for some reason they take it to the basket, if you're Sonny Hill, you've got to let them go. You cannot obviously foul them. So you've got to play for the three-pointer.
That's a good point. We saw that in the first game where someone fouled the three-point shooter, resulting in 3 free throws. And remember, Irv Ezel has been on the bench.
And you have to think that Hudson, if he gets the ball in his hands, he's going to try to take someone off the dribble and launch one.
Well, Hassan McGuire has hit a 3 tonight, as has Irv Ezel. But other than that, no one has hit a 3.
Hudson got one in the first half. Now, what I think I would do if I'm Sonny Hill is I would double Hudson and make someone else accept this inbounds pass. And they have a couple. Oh, they grabbed his shirt. They grabbed Hudson's shirt that time. He's going to the line for 2 free throws. I don't think that's what Sonny Hill wanted to do.
Well, he has to hit.
I'm surprised 2.7 seconds went off in that time, too.
Well, they've been kind of jockeying with the clock over there. Sonny Hill working the clock operator over, and the first shot is a miss. So now, of course, you have to decide whether you purposely miss here, hope for the rebound and kick it out, or attempt to make. And we have a call here. And it looks to be a violation against Woodbury.
Well, now obviously you don't get the steal. You have to foul right away.
6 seconds. It's going to be Marcus Brown to inbound. And he does.
Now, Rob, I said they didn't want to foul him and stop it. Maybe they did.
Well, somehow 3.1 seconds went off in that quick exchange, but nonetheless, this can be salted away by Anthony Lewis with one free throw. He does, 75-71.
What a game this has been.
What a great game. Some great individual efforts on both squads.
Shows you another thing. These guys, there is no off season for these guys. These guys are in mid-season form right now.
Taken away by Newbill, and that'll do it. The Sonny Hill League All-Star Junior team defeating the Woodbury Summer League All-Stars. Final score of 76-71, and Mark, just a tremendous display of basketball. Hats off to both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they both made runs at each other, and what I'm most impressed with, Rob, is neither team scored 80 points, and in an all-star game with this much talent, it's not like they didn't have people that couldn't score. These teams both played defense.
Good question. Tremendous intensity throughout the night, and all of that coupled with tremendous talent made for a great evening of basketball. For my partner, Mark Narducci, my director, Stan Ritter, I'm Rob Christ. Thanks for joining us. Once again, the final score, the Sonny Hill League All-Stars defeating the Woodbury Summer League All-Stars 76-71. Good night, everybody.